Hello YouTube. My name is Stacy. I'm known here as Flighty Rambler, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel today. Again, with the dimension, I just love rubbing my fingers over it. I'm very tactile, so it's satisfying to have all of this bumpy texture on my nails. But this is not a nail video. It's another icad. icad is an index card a day. This is a project, the Daisy Yellow icad 2023. Tammy has been doing this for 13 years. And this mixed media icad, Nina has been doing this for a number of years already. Both of these ladies are really talented, and I'm using all three prompts because I do tend to do a lot of mixed media on my cards. Tammy and Nina both have YouTubes and Instagrams, and DaisyYellowArt.com has a host of information, inspiration, as well as a prompt list. Nina also has a prompt list, and hers is posted on her Instagram here. I highly recommend you check out both Tammy and Nina's channels, both on Instagram and YouTube. They have a lot of content, and it is incredible how they are able to create a fresh card every day. For myself today, it is day 17, and Tammy's prompt is sunflower, while Nina's prompt is sorrow. So, I'm able to do the sunflower. I'm kind of caught on what sorrow might be. So I'll put my thinking cap on. Here is my substrate for today. It is 3 index cards that I've glued together to make it nice and sturdy. It's like a really heavyweight cardstock that will put up with a lot of the wet media I will throw at it. My first layer today will be some scribble journaling with this pencil. All right, that's this layer completed. For sunflower, I have a couple of options here. I have this stamp that is pretty much the whole thing here for a sunflower. My other options would be finding them in these 2 packets of yellow flowers. So let me just dig through these and see what I can find. None in here. So now we can look in here. These are really too small though, aren't they? Well, we'll see. We'll see what's in here. Oh, here's a sunflower. And these are and this is a sunflower. No, I think these are a little too small. I think I'll go with the stamp. So it looks like I'm going to use the stamp. I'll get that stamped out in black, but I don't want to do it on the card itself because it's a little wonky. Instead, I'll use one of the tea bags that I have, and that will work out just fine. Before I stamp, I'm going to put down like this pad here. It's smoother than the surface of my desk. It has a lot of texture there. And I'm hoping to get a really good impression here as well, so wish me luck. I'll use archival ink in jet black to get the stamp inked up. Lots and lots of ink, right? And I'm using archival ink because I am going to color this in, and I don't want the black to bleed. All right, that's looking good. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm going to get another one. So for the second print, I'm going to use this white so it dissolves a bit more. The tea bag does have a bit of a patina to it. I think it's time I replace this ink pad. It's not as dark as I would like. So maybe it's because I need to refresh my ink pad. Yeah, this ink pad has been with me for so many years. I've been thinking of getting a re-inker or buying a new stamp pad altogether. Every time I look at Michael's, they're out of stock. So maybe I should look online. That's a nicer impression right here. I like this one. Okay, so I have two to choose from. So I think I'll just use this one. This one is light, and this one has a bit of a smudge. Like you can see that it's not as crisp, but I like that because I will be doing a lot of line work on here after I've colored it in. My next step will be to fuzzy cut this out and put it on my background. Using a wet paint brush, I'm going to go around it. Now, this is called fuzzy cutting when you do this on tissue because when you pull it apart, it creates little fuzzy tears because I'll be pulling it apart like this. The edges are all torn and it's very thin tissue paper. So when you glue it into your project, the paper kind of disappears and it looks like you magically stamped the perfect image the first time. Here's my card again, and let's see. Oh, that's gonna look great. That's gonna look fantastic. Okay, I'm going to get some matte gel medium and I'll glue this down. So I'm putting a layer of matte gel on top so that it seals it, which will make it easier for me to use some ink and then be able to smudge it around a little. Now that it's glued down, I kind of wish I had done a wash of blue in the background or at least around the flower. I'm going to use this foot file to get the tissue off the edges, the extra tissue. There's still time to put that blue in, so let's see. I'm going to use this watercolor, that shade of blue right there, and I want it to be light. It's not going to be too dark. It's just like a hint of blue. I really like that. That gave me what I wanted. Just a hint of color to differentiate the sunflower. Oh, look what I did. Look what I did, friends. I put my camera on pause and didn't unpause it before I did all the coloring. It's a fun process, and I really do want to show how I use those Pitt Artist pens. I created another card and got to the watercoloring part so that I can do the coloring here on this card. Oh, I feel so silly. I feel so silly. All right, I'm gonna use a few pens here, and let's see. All right, I'm gonna start with the neon yellow on the petals. Oh, I'll go over the colors. It's neon yellow, neon orange, and neon green, along with permanent green olive, cadmium yellow 107, and dark chrome yellow 109. So I've got the lightest color down. Now I'll move on to the next lightest color and start adding some little bits here and there. And then I'll go in with the darker color, the other cadmium. I need a darker color for the middle. I wasn't happy with what I did here, so it didn't really bother me to do it again. It's a combination of a lot of colors, and it just piled up until it became this muddy color, but isn't that the darkness that's in the middle of a sunflower anyway? Let's see. Walnut brown. Yeah, that's really dark. Let's put that in the middle. That looks pretty good. I'm going to turn my attention to the greenery here. I'll start with neon green. Nice. And I'll go in with a darker green. Okay. That's not looking too bad. Some of my Pitt artist pens have dried up. I wonder if I should replace them or try to rejuvenate them. Now it's time for me to do some sketchy lines. I'm going to use this Bic Velocity pen in size 1.6. It's my favorite pen to do sketchy lines with. It's smooth, it goes over texture, and it gives a nice bold line. I think this looks good. I just want to nice. I like this. This is looking good. Nice. Okay. The next layer is probably going to be a sentiment down here. I might add some white spots with this Posca paint pen. So this is looking really good. I am going to put a sentiment down here. It's a flower. It's either going to be grow or bloom. So I'm going to choose bloom because I used grow not too long ago. And yeah, it reminds me of, you know, bloom where you're planted, like do the best you can where you can. Like make the best of your situation kind of thing, right? And I think I'll keep this card simple and just glue this down. I will tidy up I'll just trim away a bit at the ends. Nice. Very nice. Well, this card came together really pretty. I really love how I did the sketchy lines on this to really bring it to life. As a comparison, the one that I accidentally didn't record, that's the difference between sketchy lines and no sketchy lines. So this is day 17. The prompts were sunflower and sorrow. I didn't tie sorrow in here, but I certainly did use the sunflower. And I really like how it turned out. The dimension with the coloring and the sketchy lines are just chef's kiss. So, what do you think? I'd love to hear what you think about this card in the comments below. I'd like to thank Tammy and Nina for hosting this Index Card a Day challenge every year. And I just really enjoy creating on these index cards. It's quite the challenge to do one a day. So that's it for this one. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Go ahead, subscribe to my channel. Links to Tammy and Nina's information will be listed in the information box below, along with a link to my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is filled with napkins, player piano paper, and some ephemera. The link down below will take you where you need to go if you want to check that out. So that's it for me today. Until my next video, bye-bye.